long time, no catch up.
I know.
We do vlog every week. We basically are daily vloggers now.
No, we are daily vloggers.
But like we haven't done like a sit down. I feel like it's such a big time in our lives.
Yeah.
And we haven't done like a sit down
Q&A
catch up yet. So
a big catch up.
A massive catch up. Today is your lucky day.
We asked you guys on Instagram for some cues. I feel like this is quite a good one to start with. Biggest pro and biggest con since moving to Paris. We've only been here for what? 3 weeks?
3 weeks. But
3 weeks today.
I really do. Oh, is it?
3 weeks today.
Oh my god. So it's kind of like our anniversary.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't quite fathom that we've been here for 3 weeks. I'm really happy, and I feel like I think because we've obviously lived here before, we have settled in so quickly.
Yeah.
It almost happened like within a couple of days. We went into our grocery shop. We started doing our jobs. We sort of just settled in like that, and I'm really happy. I think the things I'm happiest with are probably just being able to wake up every day and like be with Grace and like do like our jobs and really live our lives, because we was living at home for 2 months and it was a bit depressing. You know, we opened up with you guys, and now I feel like we are living life. Over to you. I've just chatted loads of shit.
So that's your pro.
That's my pro. Just, well,
I'm trying to think what other pros there are.
I can't think of like a specific. Maybe
pros.
Bakeries.
I would just say bakeries. Yeah, just I think the lifestyle of Paris. Yes. I just love it.
Walking everywhere. Like when the weather gets better, we're gonna go on so many picnics and walks, and like we're gonna put our gym kits on and like walk along the Seine.
It's been raining a lot.
It's been very cold and rainy.
Yeah, I think my pro is just like the lifestyle of Paris, the bakeries, like waking up in a really nice place, and it's not too different. I mean, obviously the language is really different, but like New York was so different from London, whereas I feel like Paris isn't too different.
It's like safe and homely. Like,
yeah,
I do
it feels
really
like homely. And con
probably not seeing family, I guess, but I just don't think that's any different to if we would have gone uni.
Yeah, I think I've missed my family a lot more than I actually thought I would. I think it's because I know I've moved. Like with like everywhere else we've done a month, I'm like, okay, a week left and then I'm seeing them, 2 weeks left and I'm seeing them. But instead it's, guys, we have the noisiest neighbour upstairs.
They like to play like house music.
If you can hear them, I think they've got a basketball that they're like dribbling on.
It's almost like they know we're trying to film.
It's like he knows he's a weirdo up there. So if you can hear any banging, it's not us, it's a weirdo upstairs.
And we hear shouting as well.
I think when it's like a month away, you know you're coming home, whereas this, it's like,
it's real life.
So I've missed my family a lot more than I thought I would. And then I think the other con is like the language barrier, which can come a bit tricky when trying to like book something or like,
but it has I'm surprised at how I thought it would be more difficult with the language barrier. I don't see it as a con.
I don't think we've come into a situation yet where it's become a big con. Like say if we were actually renting, you guys know we're not renting for a year, we're just renting for a small space of time. But if we were actually renting for a year, like trying to pay our bills, trying to get someone to fit like a TV, trying to get someone to fit our Wi-Fi.
We were saying people bring like their sofas up on ladders.
Yeah.
Like imagine us trying to like communicate with like,
or
imagine if the boiler went wrong.
Yeah, or the boiler went wrong.
Or the shower was cut. Like I don't even know.
My God,
I think
like trying to communicate.
We've been really lucky so far.
Yeah.
A lot of people speak English. Most people do speak English.
Yeah.
If we're being real, and I think we're very lucky in that sense. But it's not really like
it's not come into a big issue, but I think it would be if we had like an emergency.
I have another con.
Go on.
We have no friends.
Oh yeah.
We're each other's best friend, of course, but like we have no friends.
Yeah. That is the other hard thing, is like, because you're moving to someone completely different, all we have is each other. We don't have our family, we don't have our friends, and that can be quite like lonely and isolated sometimes when you don't really have anyone else.
Just like, oh, it would be nice to have like
a friendship
group of girls to go for drinks with. So if any of you are living in Paris, comment.
DM us.
DM us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a group of girlfriends. Favourite way to spend a day in Paris? This is so like wholesome.
Let's do like a realistic day, us living here, and then let's do like if someone came for 24 hours, what would we say for them to do?
I'm not gonna lie, when we came here for a month, we used to just live it up and we spent all our money. Like we'd be like, hey, so for lunch today we're gonna go to this
We went
cafe.
out breakfast, lunch, dinner, whereas now we're living here, we don't
this is real life.
Weekends we do.
Weekends we go out and we do like one lunch a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's do realistic
day for like us.
Let's do realistic, like what we do
It's hard because there's a lot of it involves food.
Yeah, it also depends massively on the day. Usually we get content in the morning, so we'll find scout background.
My favourite days are when we go for like to Cafe de Florum or Duke's Magots.
Yeah.
And we do like our content sat down with the croissant.
Yeah, we do that sometimes once a week, or we go like to Emily in Paris Bakery.
Yes, we love the Emily in Paris Bakery because that's our local.
Yeah, get our content in the morning. Sometimes we'll have a job, like today we filmed a job, tomorrow we're filming a job.
Yes.
And then if it's Monday to Thursday, we spend the night in.
Whereas, but this Thursday, we have dates. Yeah, most nights we stay in, weeknights we stay in. So we love going to like, the bakeries are so cheap. You can get a croissant for like €1.
It's so cheap. You can get a Madeleine for 60p.
Yeah, so we literally go to the bakeries.
We do that once a week.
If anything, I kind of want us to go to the bakeries more.
Yeah, but we're trying to save money. Do a grocery shop, just do things like general things, go to our PO box.
But that's not a dream day. A dream day is like a dream realistic day is to go like get a Emily in Paris Bakery and bring it to like the park and like sit in the park with it as a picnic and like,
which we haven't done.
We haven't done it because it's been
raining.
Cold. And like maybe put like, you know how we play music? We play our music out loud and we sit and we just chat and we play like our last summer because it's about Paris. That's like my dream day, like my dream cheap day.
Yeah, which we have yet to do, but we will do it when it's sunny. Any boys on the scene?
Dating life with the French.
I'll go first. No, actually you go first.
So I've actually not been on a date. Well, I mean, would we consider Matting on a date? I would consider that kind of a date, a double date. It was a spontaneous one.
You haven't been on a singular date.
So I've been on one date. I'm going on a date on Thursday. And I'm looking forward to it. We're going somewhere really nice. You know, we've been good conversation. Doesn't seem like there's language barrier. But obviously that's something to consider as well.
There's another thing you've got to be wary of is language barrier.
But I do feel like they wouldn't go on a date with someone English.
But in the double date we went on, there was quite a language barrier.
Yeah, but then they wanted to meet. They were like, oh, they were like really eager to meet. Yeah. So like, I don't know.
We'll let you know in the weekly vlog once she's been on a date.
Yeah, well, you didn't update them on yours. Why don't you update? You don't care.
I'm not updating because he knows I film. Like, he knows I make videos. But I went on 3 dates with someone, which is the most I've ever gone.
What word? Vespa.
Oh, yeah. I went on a Vespa for the first time, which I've always wanted to go on a Vespa. And I've never been on 3 dates with someone. It's the most dates I've ever been on. And then I might have some dates this week. 2. I came to Paris and I just wanted to experience dating, and I've done that, and I will carry on doing it. And Grace got on her first one
because I've been pretty nervous.
In the dating game.
I've been pretty nervous, and I did plan one with a guy like a week before, and then on the day, like, I didn't want to go because it was a Sunday, and I guess he didn't either, and he just never messaged.
And then there was a girl on his story who we pretty sure was his girlfriend.
Yeah, he was at dinner with a girl, just one girl
on his story
on the Sunday.
Dating isn't that dissimilar to. If anything, it's more fun.
I think it's more fun because it's like everyone's from. You've got more to talk about because everyone's from like a different. Well, I suppose it's not that different of a culture, but like everyone's French. So
yeah, and it's more fun going for like drinks and things like that because it's like cute little bistros and wine bars. Like
everything seems more romantic.
It's more romantic, 100%. Like Vespers. Yeah, that in London.
It's like Emily in Paris.
Yeah,
it is like Emily in Paris.
It's a lot more romantic than I think London. The only thing is the language barrier, but I feel like you do know over text before you meet if there's a language barrier.
Because I always like to speak to someone quite a bit. Well, I don't enjoy texting, but it's good to like suss if you're going to have good conversation and good chat.
Yeah.
By how they talk on text.
The only thing I will say from my experience is even if they have really good English, they will still kind of make you lead the conversation at the start just because they're not as confident, obviously because it's not their first language, but that's the only thing I really noticed.
But we're really to our own horns, but we are very good at pulling conversation out of nowhere. We can bring the fun, like we can make conversation out of a brick wall. So like the double date, we kind of had to lead the way.
They weren't as confident, which is fair enough.
But then towards the end they got really chatty. So
is there any other cities that you and Grace would move to?
New York. In a heartbeat.
I had another question. It was like, what's your 5-year plan? How old were we? 26, 25. Our plan for this year is obviously we're going to live in Paris. we have like 2 months of the year that we're not going to live in Paris. That's just because we are both on holidays, so it makes no sense to rent.
Like, yeah, it's going to be a waste of money.
Yeah, because we're both away with our families.
So we're coming home for like, I think it's June and August.
Yeah, and then all the other months, and obviously December we won't be in here. All the other months we'll spend in Paris. And then I don't really know what our plan is at the end of the year. I guess we'll assess
what we want to do.
See what we want to do. We both really want to live in New York.
New York would be the ultimate dream, but I do feel like we
need to become millionaires.
It's so expensive.
And to live like a healthy lifestyle there, it's just like fruit and veg is so expensive.
And it's so far from home.
It's so far from home, and also we're not 21, so we wouldn't do it under 21, 100%. But yeah, by the end of the year,
I guess we'll assess. I don't like to plan ahead too much.
We're not planners when it comes to long term.
No, long term we're not.
Like we just take we really just kind of go along with it, and we're like, okay, this year we're going to Paris. Who knows next year? We're
both quite random. Like we are.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be anywhere other than Paris, it'd probably be New York. I don't see us moving to London.
But like actually, who knows?
But who knows?
Like we both might spend the year in Paris and be like, hey, I feel like I've done Paris. Don't need to do another year. Let's do a year in London. Let's do a year in New York. We just don't know, or we just. Who knows?
Who knows when?
Or we might run out of money and then have to go back home for a year.
Or you might stop wanting to watch us, and we might have to work in an office.
We just don't know. Okay, what would be your dream 5-year plan?
My dream 5-year plan would actually be, my dream would be to do probably 2 years in Paris, because I know how quick a year's gonna go, and at least then we could build up our careers a bit here, and then New York.
For how long?
Probably life, really. And then meet like an American and live in New Jersey with a massive house.
New Jersey, that's so niche.
That would be Everyone wants an apartment tour, but we're not going to for safety. But maybe when we leave this one, we could do a tour in the vlog.
That's what everyone's saying. That's a really good idea.
We'll do a tour
in the last vlog.
It's nothing compared to our last apartment. Like it actually, but it's cute. It's really cute and cozy.
It's massive,
and I'm happy.
Hold on, it's actually really big.
Yeah. I've lived in a shoebox, and we kind of get our own bathrooms as well, which is good.
We have our own bathrooms and our own bedroom. It looked really small online, so when we came here, it was a break.
Yeah, we were like,
pleasant surprise. But we were only in here for a month. Our next one we're in for 2 months. So maybe we'll do a tour on our vlog once we leave. When we're leaving,
I think we should. Yeah, definitely do a tour.
Yeah, we will.
Because why not?
What area of Paris would you recommend staying in, safe and close to bars, etc.?
Okay, for staying,
depends how long you're here for. If you're here for like 1 or 2 nights, I would say like
you've got to do the 8th or the first.
The first. It's like staying in Oxford Circus, or like, do you know what I mean? It's like staying in the absolute centre.
But I think if you're here for a week, I think the 6th is actually really nice. Like
the 5th or the 6th,
where the because it'll be cheaper if you're coming for a long time.
The 8th is near the clubs. The Arc de Triomphe, the big arc, is where all the clubs are. So if you
just what you want,
Google Maps that, you'll know where the clubs are.
But also like the tube is like really quick. Like,
yeah.
You can walk everywhere. So I would say stay in like as close to the 1st if you're here for like a couple days. But I would say anywhere like the 6th is nice. Like
the 6th is Café de Flore, which is a lovely area. The 5th is really nice, and the 8th. How often do you plan on going home? So our mums are coming out in 2 weeks to visit us. So by then we wouldn't have seen them for over a month.
That's probably the longest we would have been.
Yeah, that's definitely the longest. So they're coming out for a couple of days, and then my family are coming out mid-April for my sister's birthday.
And my dad's coming out that same weekend.
Yeah,
to work.
And then we're coming home near
May,
because Grace has a wedding, I've got something else on. So we're coming home then, and then we're gonna both come home
for our holidays,
for our summer holidays,
which is what Parisians do anyway. Like Parisians are not here in like the summer months. They like leave to the south.
To be honest, when I was like knowing I was moving here, I thought I would do more just like random days or random like one nights where I would just go back. But now I'm here, like now I know my mum's coming in 2 weeks and my family are coming after that, and then I'm coming home. It doesn't really make any sense for me to spend the money, because it is effort.
Just pop home.
It is effort.
It's like, it's expensive as well. So I feel like, and at least then we've got like a whole weekend, like a 5-day weekend in May when we're gonna see all our family.
Yeah.
And then we come home at the end of May anyway. In my head, I was just like, if I feel that not lonely, but I feel that sad and like that much that I need to book a ticket home, you can just go on the Eurostar app and you can find like a 70 quid return ticket.
Are you worried you're going to get bored in Paris before your year is up? We always get these questions. Are you worried you're going to get bored of Paris? Or we literally always get these sort of questions.
I don't think we will, because nowhere is more boring than where we're from anyway.
This is the thing.
And
like, it's either we live in Paris or we like lived at home, and we both live in like villages. So nothing can compete with that.
No, how could you get bored in Paris?
Yeah, but also like we've kind of had to like also realise, because obviously every time we've been to Paris it's been for like a month, so we've gone out every day for lunch.
Exactly, this is what I mean.
And now we have to kind of get used to, no, this is real
life.
We're
living a realistic life.
Yeah, like we're not like afternoons, we usually just kind of chill, because that is realistic. Like at home we'd have days where we just wouldn't go out.
Yeah.
So like we're doing more here than we would at home, but also you have to kind of get used to, like, yes, you're in Paris, but also this is your life now. Like you can't just go out every day for breakfast and lunch. Like, do you know what I mean?
You have to treat yourself maybe once a week to a lunch.
Yeah.
Dinners on, we do party hard on the weekends. We spend a lot of money on the weekends, but it'd be boring otherwise. Like, yeah, we like to look forward to the weekends, basically.
Yeah, and also like it's not all sunshines and rainbows. Like you're going to have days where you're a bit bored, but that is just life. Like if you want to, you can go on a walk. Yeah, exactly, but the weather's not been great. That's why I'm looking forward to the weather warming up, because I feel like there's loads of different parts of Paris we can go to. And when it's raining, it's like, what we're meant to do. You can't do pictures. And also, the weather app lies, because they've said it's like raining today and it hasn't been raining, really. No. Oh, we didn't answer our dream day, like what places we would go to on our dream day. Okay. We do breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then do like activities. Breakfast, I would have to say Café de Flore. 100%. Like, I wouldn't go to Carrette. No, I don't think Carrette is as nice as Café de Flore. Carrette's just like, I think, obviously Café de Flore is a tourist trap, but I think it doesn't feel like you're in a tourist trap. No, like we've met so many like really interesting French people at Café de Flore, especially if you go for drinks. So I would definitely say Café de Flore for breakfast, but go as early as you can. Like, don't wait until 12, because all the croissants will be gone, which we've realised, and there'll be a big queue. We usually go at like, we go at like half 10. Wait for an outside table, don't cave in and go inside, because outside you can people watch. That's the whole fun of it. I actually feel like you meet more interesting people if you go for drinks. What would we say for lunch? Lunch, I would say French onion soup somewhere. We still haven't found, well, you know your favourite place for French onion soup, but I haven't found Le Carousel. My favourite place for French onion soup. Or like lunch at, maybe like lunch, if we're going bougie, lunch at Lulu's or L'Avenue. For me, I would actually say go to a boulangerie. We like the Emily in Paris one, it's really cheap. If it's a nice day, I would say go there, get like 10 things, because it will literally cost you. Or like, maybe get that as a snack. Yeah, I would go there and get like, they have a really nice French bread sandwich, which looks amazing. They have like this jam tart, which we love. The madeleines are like under €1. Like, I would go and just get 10 things, sit at the Eiffel Tower with a picnic and eat that. We want to do that one day for a mukbang. Yeah, and Emily in Paris. Maybe next week, we're going to try like all of the fun like French things. We always look at and we're like, we never get nice, but then we never get it. And then dinner, where would you go for dinner? Dinner, I would say Chez Genou, which is where we went last weekend. Hear me out. Chez Genou for lunch. A glam dancey one for dinner. You like the dancey ones more than me. I love the Paris glam restaurants where everyone gets dressed up and dances. Yeah, I like the more like authentic. I don't know, like I like Chez Genou. I don't know how to say it. It's so cheap. It's like a whole bottle of Provence rosé was €20, and it's really authentic French. Everyone in like it just has such an authentic. That's my kind of restaurant. Whereas you like more like, I like that for lunch. Dressy. For dinner, I like to get glammed up. So I love Hotel Coste, the pasta and the dessert. What activities? I would just say, like I said, like sit by the Eiffel Tower with bakery items. There's a place we've actually not been that I really want to go to called the Chateau Versailles. Oh, we forgot about cocoa for dinner. Cocoa, yeah, it's a basic, but it's you're gonna have a fun night. You will not have a bad dinner at Cocoa. No, and you know what? The food's actually really good. Great food, great entertainment, great company. Great company. We've just been there so many times. Yeah, we're a bit sick of it. We never want to go back at the moment. Like, let us know what you guys want to see. If you want to see more like shopping videos, yeah, do like a whole video just vintage shopping. We could do like a get ready with us for the weekend. Like, yes, get ready with us to go on a date. Let us know. And a tipsy one, because we've got some wine to drink. Yeah, let us know. and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.